Afternoon, everybody. So just take a look at this real quickly. That is a patient education handbook for a hip replacement surgery. Gentleman, longtime client, having hip replacement, and we are preparing for the going into surgery and then the moments immediately afterwards that I'll be involved with. And so he just got back from the visit, the pre-op, all the stuff, and I've never seen a handbook that was so thick before that was given to pre-op patients. I've never seen it so thick. And so I was going through, and it's interesting, most of it's just legals, it's legalities and insurance to cover their ass, and I understand that. And so when I was looking through everything, no part of it has anything to do with the actual individual understanding their own body, understanding their injuries and symptoms, because symptoms, disease, and injuries are hand in hand. No understanding of their next step, no understanding of their life, their choices, their body, and then their next steps would be different than anybody else's next steps, because it's not a hip replacement. It's whoever the individual is who's making this decision and where that decision is coming from, and then who the individual is going into it, who they are during, and then who they are afterwards. So what's interesting is, as thick as that is, and as legalese as that is, and as some of those words are very daunting and intimidating to a lot of people, it still has nothing to do with anything. And so it begs me to bring up again, not to sit here and trash Big Pharma and trash allopathic medicine that the world is doing, only to come across on the other end of things with the same playbook and the same sales pitch and the same capitalization of it with holistic, naturopathic, integrative, and functional. They're doing the same thing. Instead of pharmaceuticals, which are very blunt about what they will do, their effects, and your choices, the products on the natural side of things are a little more hidden. They're not as obvious. They're not as upfront that the side effects to all of this stuff will do this to you. And so it appears that it's a safer choice, when in actuality it's the exact same choice. It's coming from the same thing. So instead of sitting here bashing all forms of medicine, or what is the form of medicine? Yours. Well, what does that even mean? Today's workshop, or your life, or however you're going to do this in your fashion, blind steps moving forward, no wrong decisions, just decisions that you make effective, that you learn from. You're actually residing inside of a body, as I said in previous posts, that you can actually go into all forms of medicine and see for yourself. You can go do the detoxes and cleanses. Just see for yourself, intuitively. Listen, because that's your body. It's the same place the symptoms and injuries are coming from. How do you feel? Do you feel more empowered? Do you feel safe? Do you feel like that you're ready to take on the next set of symptoms or the next injury? Or if you're not in your city and you're on the go and you don't have your little bag of tricks, go into a field where you get a joint replaced. Go into a field where you get an organ takeout. Go and get radiated. Go and get burned. You're inside a body that the only reason these people can even say this stuff in any form of medicine, the only reason they have forms of medicine, is because your body does what it does. Certainly. It heals. Period. That's why they know that they have the flippant ability to just go, yeah, let's squeeze you in here. Oh, by the way, here's your notebook. Or let's go ahead and cut this. Let's burn this. Let's cut this out. Let's get rid of that organ. You don't need that. A uterus or a fucking appendix or tonsils. We don't need any of that. They can just flippantly toss at people and you will survive it. And what happens when you come out on the other end? You learn, hopefully. Or you understand why you would be attached to something, why you would find salvation with a form of medicine and not yourself, why you put so much trust in a practitioner and not yourself, why you put so much trust in a blue check or letters before and after a name and not yourself, why do you put so much stock in a bottle, even a brown tincture bottle holds no more intelligence, none actually, versus what's rolling through your blood right now and coursing over your nerves. So as you go out and try out different methods of medicine, that's very similar to you trying different things in your life. But here's the difference. If there is no right way, because that's impossible, there's just your way. There's no way to know what the effect of a choice is going to be till you do it, and then your body responds, and then you go, oh my God, here we go. There are rules and laws to an extent, but for the most part, you don't know till you get into it. You have to experience it. But you experiencing your forms of medicine in your own life, on your own time, at your own pace, in your own hemisphere, versus salvation through others, is when you go in and medicine fails you, although they'll flip it and say it's your body that failed, because when it doesn't work, they'll blame it that you're a female, or they'll blame it that you're over 50, or they'll blame it that you have a prostate, or they'll blame it on your parents, or they'll blame it on something on your genetic line, or they'll blame it on a new toxin or a new parasite or a new mold spore or a new test value. They'll blame it and blame it and blame it. Your body gets the blame over and over and over. When you're in there and that all fails, certainly fails, because it's countering exactly what nature has provided, which is the body only heals. So when it certainly fails, the learning adaptation from it failing is way different than when you fail on your own, or you attempt on your own, or you trial and error on your own. The value of going into any form of medicine in a body that can actually survive any form of medicine has you realizing one of the greatest doses of medicinal input ever, where you go, oh my God, you'll get to a point, none of this works. You will literally get to that point, and that's who I will have now. That's who comes to me. I can't take this anymore. I can't take how many practitioners keep saying the same shit just in a different cloak. I can't take buying another thing and doing another thing adamantly and staying on it and it not working and me feeling like I'm to blame when I'm doing exactly what they're saying. I understand. So there's massive value that will come when you try out all forms of medicine. But when you go into your own life, it's not about picking the right decision and solving it in one day and you're done and you know exactly what this injury is going to have and this symptom is going to carry this and you need to change this and this relationship and this dose and this food choice and this. You won't have any idea with that because the dosages are going to teeter. You're going to play with them. It's about structuring your life and playing with your life and learning through your life and learning through your body and feelings and changes and shifts and how your sleep changes and your sun sensitivity changes, energy changes, your dreams change, the feelings you have with yourself, with certain people, around certain topics, certain subjects. And this time of year, it all fluctuates. But the difference between trying out all medicines and them not working and trying different areas of your own life and it not working is mind-boggling above, because there is no failure when you're going in scratch pad, etching, sketching, freestyling, writing down lyrics. You're coming up. There's no wrong way to write a song. How many different ways until a hit becomes a hit? That would be literally like the artist saying that all the different landscapes they did to come up with the one were a waste, versus paying ChatGPT or some specialist to create an artistic expression, show you what they came up with. You go yes, no, or pass it off and try to sell it, and it doesn't sell, and you're the artist. But they did the work. Wait a second. Are you getting better as an artist? Do you feel better? Could you defend that work? Could you get behind what went into every brushstroke? Not at all. You're nowhere near attached to that. You're disintegrated from your masterpiece. But in your body, in your life, if you were to be able to go to canvas and canvas and canvas and canvas and struggle and work and be consistent, put in effort with you as the guide. Anybody that's going to help is alongside and slightly behind. And then finally, after 383 tries, you come up with that? The 383 attempts were the process. They were the strongest level of medicine ever, not the finished piece. Because you're going to paint another one that's going to take 400 tries. Huge, huge difference between a version of medicine saving you, a version of medicine fixing you, a version of medicine treating you, and claiming the masterpiece as your own when they present canvas. versus you as the artist of your life, making attempts, having the confidence that there is no wrong decision. There is no unhealthy. That doesn't make any fucking sense. There is no version of a human being that could ever be unhealthy. Ever! It's impossible. So as you go seek out, have the confidence that you can go into any practitioner's office and go, do what you need to do. I'm here to test your ass out. Prove to me you know what the fuck you're doing. And when intuitively you go, it doesn't work. Glad I still have part of my lung left. Glad I still have one of those kidneys. Glad I'm still alive with scars all over my abdomen. Glad I still have prescriptions to be refilled. I'm just not going to refill them. Or I have detoxes and cleanses and research to read on and retreats to go to and all these things. They just don't make any sense anymore. Versus your own version. There's never a misstep. There's never failure is such a weird word. It's you can't ever. What's the right food? What's the right partner? What's the right routine? What's the right regimen? What's the right protocol? There isn't one. Even in today's workshop, we're going to break it down on what to do next when you believe the body only heals, but you have no idea what to do next. We're going to break it down into a template so that every single person can go do the best of their ability. And then if they want to go in and go a level deeper, but it's got to be led by you. It cannot be led by a practitioner. I can't say that enough. So again, do not take my word for it. Don't assume that what I'm saying makes sense. Challenge it. You're in a body that is equipped to challenge everything. And we stop doing it. And then once we challenge, we stop listening to intuitive responses to the results of the challenge. But you failing in your own version of medicine versus forms of medicine failing you, there's no question. It's no question the level of growth and the incline, the steep return of investment that is when you do it on your own versus salvation from outside. And use that artist creative analogy because that is exactly it. You are an artist paying somebody to send you a painting and you're trying to sell it in life and you're trying to believe in it. You didn't do it. You had nothing to do with it. Even if they show you the labs and the screenings and the values and all this stuff. Something to think about. Have a good weekend, everybody.